welcome to the video. I'm super excited for this one because I'm going to be sharing with you some of the salads and the component bowls that I eat every single week and the prep that I have to be able to make these in about 5 to 10 minutes. And this goes out to all the busy moms, people who don't want to spend hours prepping, people who don't have access to fresh kale in their gardens. If you want simple, easy and delicious meals that don't require a ton of brain power, then stick around because the system is super easy and has changed my life. It's a big reason that I've been able to lose 40 pounds is just having some kind of consistent lunch that I can eat each week. So hope you enjoy the video and let's get started. Right, so I'm really craving a sushi bowl and we do have some leftover rice, but I have some other leftovers. I actually have a lot of leftovers right now. So I'm gonna have a look and see what would be best to use up. Let's see what we've got. See what I mean by a lot? Like that's like leftover kitschity. I have lots of celery, carrot. This is a bake someone made for us. Got my lettuce, my rice back there, which would be yum. But then I've also got this burrito mix. I think I'm gonna eat this because this needs eating. Veggies. I have coriander. This lettuce. Right. More lettuce. Avocado. Onion. Yeah, I'll use a carrot. So I'm gonna use this leftover kind of burrito type mix. And you can find the recipe for that in this video. I love this stuff so much. You can use it in like lettuce cups, burrito bowls, salads, just kind of like wraps. What did we have it? We had wraps the other day, which was pretty good. Tacos, nachos, or like loaded fries. Yeah, it's just a chili, but it's yum. So this is a hack that I always use because I hate having to use more containers and it just makes a whole lot more dishes. So I will just use a chopping board basically as a mixer or a bowl or something, and it saves me a lot of time. Before I plate it up, like how beautiful is this bowl? Like this is a huge bowl. I was really trying to find one like this because I have like a few serving bowls, which obviously this is one as well, but I really wanted one that was kind of shallow. I like that there's like a lot of surface area that you can see, so I can like really spread out my salad. So pretty bowl. I got it from Briscoe's. I don't know if Briscoe's is anywhere else in the world, but it was on special, so I was like, I'm gonna nab that bowl. So with this, you can see I haven't really used any like broccoli or like cooked up veg, and it's mostly just because I don't love like cooked veg with like Mexican stuff. So all this veg here I'm pretty sure is going to be like my pound of veg. The other thing that I've been doing recently is making sure that I'm eating a pound of veggies every day, and so I use this little scale and it's just made it really easy for me to pull it out, weigh my veg, and just see that I'm getting like a half a pound in my lunch and then my dinner. As you can see, this is like, you can't really see on this, but this is pretty much a pound here. And like, look at it, just my veggies, and I didn't even need the other kind of cooked veg. Let's give it a taste test. What do you think? Does it look good?
That looks pretty good.
I am actually obsessed with this bowl. Like I thought it would be good, but this is beautiful. I mean, there's a lot to be said for like visual in terms of like the more that something looks appealing, the more you're going to want to do it. I have found that when I put in a bit of effort with my meals, like I love ugly, delicious food as well, don't get me wrong, but this is just so much more appealing when it's plated up and it's beautiful. And I like that you can see everything. So let's give it a bit of a taste test. Let's do this. I put that hot sauce on. That hot sauce is probably just going to make you taste all like hot sauce. It's yum. Really yum. I'm really hungry. It's like 3 p.m. right now. Okay, so one thing I thought I'd share, just because this is real life and I want to be honest, is I'm going to put like a tiny bit of mayo on. This is not something I did during my weight loss journey, but now that I'm in maintenance, I'm like, you know what, if I want to do that occasionally, actually, I'm lying to you. Let's do hummus, because that is something that I always do. And I just like to have, this is the hummus that I use. It's definitely the best hummus in New Zealand. And I'm just going to put like a little dollop. Okay, that's how much. Because a little goes a long way, and I just like, I know I've got that avo for some creaminess, but I just like having a little bit extra, because I'm extra, like that. There we go. That's it. She's the one. I'm gonna go enjoy this. Okay, so it's another late one today. It's actually like after 3, because I've been recovering from the flu, and I just was out today and went and took a nap. So it's been one of those days. We're gonna see what's in the fridge and what we can make. All right. So very rarely do I get cauliflower, but I thought, so I'm going to use it. And then I roasted up all these vegetables before, so I'm going to use those. Potato, carrot, parsnip in there, I'm excited about this. Parsnip and creamer. This is more than half a pound actually. I'm going to put a little bit back. I'm not actually that hungry. Put that in the microwave. So this is now done. Pretty hot actually. Are you excited about cauliflower? You love kale.
I love kale.
And these are looking really good. So they're pretty much done. I could just put the salad together like this, but I want to just crisp these up maybe a little bit. So let's do that. Super epic. It's like a huge meal here, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Let's give it a little bit of a taste test. Give me some kale. I like curly kale. I'm not a fan of like raw. Like I love curly kale raw, but let's get a parsnip. A bit of sweetness in there. Here we go. I get some pepper. Where's new pepper? Yum. I really think needs red onion, and I've got a recipe for my red onion kind of pickle stuff. That would be absolutely perfect. I don't have any of that. The other thing is that you'll notice I didn't use all of that dressing. There's still some left, and I'll use it like another day. I try to keep like the fat content in what I'm eating like to a relatively low minimum. I'm not like no fat or anything like that at all, but I want to keep that to about maybe like a tablespoon of tahini in a meal, not really more than that. The other thing is that this would
be a whole lot quicker if I wasn't actually filming or like plating it up so pretty. So you could just chuck kind of whatever. The key is to have those roast veggies. I'm actually going to give this a mix. Let's do this on camera. Like this is really darn good actually. I'm not even saying it. Like that, the miso in that dressing is really good. You could actually serve this as, like you could take this somewhere and serve it. Like it's that good. It needs that pop of colour, I think, with the red onion. That's the only thing it's missing. It's beautiful though. Absolutely beautiful with the apple in there. Bit of tart, bit of sweet. Yum. Okay, you have a go. Next to my biggest hype man, like in the world. So what do you think?
Get the kale.
Yes? No?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're gonna make probably my favourite salad-y thing ever, and that is a sushi bowl. And I do this all the time. Really all you need to have is some leftover rice, and I prep up a few ingredients that make it really easy to put this together. If you don't have these ingredients prepped up, this is not going to be a super quick meal, but the ingredients themselves are things that there are ways to almost always have them ready, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So the first thing is just to have rice, and so I cooked up rice for this because I'm going to feed the family. But if I didn't have that, then I also have frozen rice, like ready to go. So at least one serving so that I can make a quick meal. And then I'll also quite often have either like packet rice, or when we're in the States we'd do frozen rice, because it's a starchy sauce that's, as in not sauce like condiment, but sauce as in this sauce. Like, why am I explaining this? You know this. It's something that, like, if you've got it ready, you can throw together sushi bowls so fast with like the raw ingredients you have on hand, or like a few cooked stuff. So look here what we've got, and get some, this is where the little bit of prep comes in. Grated carrot, avocado, I'm gonna use broccoli, there we go, yes. So I'm gonna get some kimchi. This tofu that I made up earlier, and if you want to find the recipe for that, then you can watch this video next, and it's pretty darn good actually. What I try and do when I cook up tofu, I cook up 2 batches of tofu with this. My goal when I cook is I want to do as much as I can that I can then use as prep later, because I can put this in salads or do more sushi bowls, like literally do anything with it. So curries, cook up lots when you cook up stuff if you've got components. Look at this goodness. Amazing. And you can use any veggies you want. Like if I lived in a place where cucumber wasn't $4 or $5 at the moment, I'd be using cucumber. You can use courgette, more lettuce, like baby snap peas are amazing. The biggest thing, like I said, is just to have some pre-prepped ingredients, and then this comes together really well. What I like to do is give it a mix up. But it's so pretty, I kind of don't want to do that, so I'm just going to grab a couple of things and give it a go. Let's do this. I forgot something. So I totally forgot. Like, how can you have a sushi bowl without seaweed? Like, this is what we need. Okay. Here we go. We've got the seaweed. Let's give it the proper taste test with that. So what I like to do is just like pick up my seaweed and then kind of like grab a couple of things.
And by the way, toasted nori has a little bit of oil, but the taste is so much better than the strips of seaweed that don't have oil, in my opinion. I really don't like them for sushi bowls. I like them for sushi, not sushi bowls. Yeah, so you just kind of grab a little bit like that. I mean, you can also cut it up and put it on. That's where it's at. Do you need the seaweed? It's so freaking good. Good morning. It is pretty early. I'm gonna make up some salads for Nick and I to take because we're actually going on a little trip over the weekend. So we're flying out this morning. It's like 7:20 right now. And I cooked up some veggies last night. Got some potato and like kumara. And then also more potato, pasta, and some carrot. I'm gonna use up this grated carrot as well. Where's that there? And I'm also gonna use up this leftover tofu. Salads. This one will be for me with the olives, and then this will be for Nick. And I also put more kumara in mine because I prefer that. So we're ready to go. Having a salad with me meant that I was super full and satisfied. I can enjoy the company of our friends, get a little bit of processed food, but not feel like I was out of control. And we had a great time, loved our trip, did some skating, did lots of walking, and we did eat like quite a bit of processed food on that trip. But we also went to the supermarket, got fruit, got oats, ate at home sometimes, and then also ate out. If you're not used to bringing food with you, I highly recommend you get into the habit, because everyone who I've seen be successful long term is bringing food with them at some point in their travel, even if they don't eat it all the time. I hope you found these examples helpful. Remember, use what is in season for you and what works with your taste buds and where you live, and keep it simple. My dad always used to say, keep it simple, stupid. My mum would always change it to keep it simple, sweetie, because she's a sweetie. And I want you to do the same. So I'd love to hear in the comments, what are the ingredients and the systems in terms of the prep that you want to start doing consistently so that you have something ready to go whenever you want to make a quick component bowl. Let me know. And also I'd love to hear from you, what salad bowls or component combinations do you currently use and love? Let's inspire everyone else. All right, that's it from me, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye. I've learned that there are 4 principles that allow you to meal prep very fast, have endless combinations of meals that you actually enjoy, and are intentionally low in calories so that you can get into that calorie deficit and start losing weight if that is your goal. Do not get caught in this idea that you have to grow your own vegetables and eat organic and chop everything from scratch in order to be successful, because simple question, is that working for you right now? It don't work for me, so I try and make my life as easy as possible because I'm a busy person.